Review the Silber Turbo kit. This is the 2019 kit on a 2018 Summit X. We have the race can exhaust on it, so it's the louder version. It's not so big, saves a little bit of weight. I haven't seen any videos on here of people posting reviews, just climbing and whatnot. So as you can see, I'm a big guy. I bought the turbo as a power adder to help me out, keep up with my buddies that are skinnier, to ride a little better. So if you're a big guy and you want a turbo, this is what you want. I went with a Silber because you just remap it, pull the string and go. If you want to come in here a little closer. I've only rode this. Are you still videoing? Did it? So I'll edit this little spot out right now. Alright, come in a little closer. So with this kit, you have your wastegate right here. I keep my stuff in a goggle bag. Well, there's a broken piece of my sled because I run out of talent a lot. Can you see me in there? If not, you need to back up a little bit. I'll edit it. So in this little goggle bag from Silber. It's okay, I can edit it. You going again?
Yep.
Okay. So in this little goggle bag, I keep, there's my 7-pound spring. You got your spanner wrench. There's a 3-pound spring. To do 10 pounds, you put the 3-pound and 7-pound together, you get 10 pounds. And then I'm running a 5-pound. I run 1 gallon race gas to the rest premium right now on 5 pounds. We're at 9,000 feet altitude. In order to change your boost on this snowmobile, it's really easy. All you do is undo this cap with your spanner wrench, take your wastegate cap off, change the spring, throw it back on, give it a minute. I just ride around for a second, do a couple short little pulls so the computer shows that I changed boost levels, and then I'm good for the day. The most I've ran this sled on is 7 pounds. I've never taken it to 10 pounds because with me being a bigger guy, on 7 pounds, my intake air temperature gets so high it pre-detonates. So keep that in mind if you're a bigger guy. The little guys, they can run 10 pounds and they're not pulling as much weight up the hills. The problems I've had with this sled, as you can see, it's not wrapped right now. I need to get some exhaust wrap for it. That's on my to-do list. So if you don't exhaust wrap the turbos, as you can see, this one has, oh shit, probably got 800 miles on this turbo. I think 700 miles or so this year so far on it. It was beautiful. It changed colors, but as you can see, now that we're getting into being full used with it, it's hot. It's starting to turn this gold color. I've seen online that them guys, to prevent them, which I wish I would have seen before I started riding with this turbo kit, they spray them with WD-40, and then when they get hot, they turn like a full bronze color. But I didn't do that, but it's full stainless. The WD-40 reacts and turns bronze. So, in all reality, I've melted this piece on here. So you need to wrap tape on this. That aluminum foil wrap needs to go on here. I haven't done it. If you want to come in and look at this fitting, this is a yellow push pin fitting. You can see how it's all melted. That has melted off, and then I'll have to take the sled apart. I'll make another video, but on the install, you can see I have pieces of plastic down there on the charge tube. On the install video, it says to leave all this stuff, just throw it on there, pull the rope, and go after you send the ECU off and get it done. When I put this kit on, it started melting the plastic, so I had to trim this out to prevent it. If you heat wrap it, use exhaust wrap, then you don't have to trim that. But this piece will sit down on this exhaust pipe and it will melt, just forewarning you. So I trim mine out. I'm going to get exhaust wrap this summer when I tear the sled back apart. And coming off the top of the head, there's a straight piece, and your coolant line, this one, comes off that straight piece, and it curves over, and it comes over and down and around your turbo. The charge tube pipe that goes over to your airbox sits on top of that hose, and it kinks it, and I've already popped that once. So what you need to do is you need to pull your charge tube over and put a piece of rubber on your charge tube and then zip tie it over to the frame. Otherwise that charge tube will sit there and beat on that little piece of hose and it'll bend it and it'll break. and then you'll be up on the mountain and you'll blow all your coolant out. I've already had it happen once. Got a piece of the side panel. I have the SLP vent kits on my side panels. As you can see, I run out of talent a lot and I break my side panels. I broke my clip off. We'll be doing an install video of that soon enough. I drilled out holes with the hole saw. I didn't want to cut it all the way out like the directions say, but I would fully recommend wrapping this with exhaust wrap from like O'Reilly or wherever the case may be, because when you're a bigger guy, remember I never ran this sled over more than 7 pounds of boost, you're seeing a lot of heat, and the way this plastic is, when you're side hilling or carving and putting that pressure against this panel, it'll start melting the side panel. So you need to exhaust wrap these turbo kits. So those are the 2 problems I've had with this kit since I bought it. Problem number 3 is the original air box. I had them on too tight and it oblonged and egg-shaped the air box where it goes in to the pipe for the throttle bodies. Once your throttle bodies start popping out, you're done. You need to get a new air box. Make sure you change that. Since I've got the new updated air box for this sled, I have not turned a wrench on it. I just run it. I usually run at 7 pounds, but today visibility is low, can't really see too much, so I turned it down. I didn't put very much race gas in it today. You can run av gas if you would like, but I run the 110 just to be safe. I don't like to lose O2 sensors with av gas. I did that on my M1000. If you go back in my videos, I had an M1000 with a race gas turbo. I ran av gas in. Other than that, this thing runs flawless. It does not have the throttle response a stock sled has until you get into boost. Once you're in boost, it's right there. But from that, whatever it is, 1200 RPM to 3000, it's not boggy like an old sled. It'll sit there and snap, but it's not stock responsive. I did put the 2019 billet helix in, and everything's weighted correctly, but it's not snappy like a stock sled off the line. So if we line these 2 sleds up and just smack the throttle, both of us, that one's gonna wheelie up and come off the line. This one will not. This one will roll forward, I don't know, what, about 30 feet, maybe not that much, maybe 20 feet, and then it'll just come to life, stand up, and then just run around them. But as far as the bottom end goes, when you're at an idle to a clutch engagement, it's not snappy. I put it up against like an old XM bottom end. It doesn't have that 850 bottom end. Other than that, that's about it with the Silber turbo kit. I do like the sound of the race gas can. I'll throw a couple clips in. Other than that, I did break the studs holding the can in, and it has slid back and melted my plastics in the bottom, so you got to be aware of that. But number 1 thing is to wrap the thing and move. All right guys, I got the camera now. I just wanted to show you the welds though and the fit and finish of this kit. If you want to watch an install video, there's install videos online. But the fit and finish of this kit is just, the welds are just beautiful. You know, I've got some rust on these bolts. It's not a big deal. You know, these are rusting out. Whoops, I gotta look at the camera, not my finger. The biggest thing, if Silber, if you're watching this, put a 90-degree angle on that kit, on that hose. For the love of God, this is ridiculous. That should have a 90 on it, so it's like this and not pushing out. Because that is getting so hot, and the stress on that. When my side panel gets pushed in, when I'm side hilling or hitting rocks, whatever the case may be, please do something about that, Silber. I know you're going to watch this, Justin Silber. The race can sounds amazing. The fit and finish is wonderful. Biggest thing I don't like about the kit is the mounting back here. I wish we had a bolt back here to hold the damn thing in place, and in the front down there. My hand was in the way. This one right there. I wish we had something better to mount it to, because as you can see, it is kicked back and it's melted my whole side panel down here on my tub, because it keeps popping off these little pedestals. And I don't know how to prevent that from happening, because the only bolt there is the stock exhaust bolt right there. Clear up, come on. Get it to clear up. That's the only part of the kit that bolts in when you're holding it in. I wish we had a bolt down here. I'm gonna probably make something to bolt it down here. Other than that, awesome kit, fully recommend it. And that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you got a Silber kit on your 850, tell me what you've done. I've heard Sledhead Racing has a better clutch kit that will bring that bottom end back. I have not got it yet. Maybe, hint hint, he'll send me one and I'll review that as well. But that's my full review on the Silber Turbo Kit. Wonderful sled. Can't beat this. I don't care who you are. If it can pack a 300-pound man up these chutes and up these hills, then you guys that are little guys, you guys are going to love this thing. This thing's going to pull like a freight train. Sorry for the win. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a wonderful day.